Alright, I'm going to do a whiskey tasting this evening for the first time. Now I'm smoking on Quaba. This thing is like a chimney. I mean, smoke output is unbelievable. So, getting pretty smoked out up in here. And the reason why I wanted to do this today is because a buddy of mine from work, we do a lot of whiskey exchanging, and he hooked me up with this Cragganmore 29 years. It's 55% from a single society cask. And that whiskey club society, he's a member, and he gets these real gems. So he gave me a sample here. This is a Cragganmore 29 years Hogshead. I'm getting like bananas. It's very acetyl. It's just a beautiful dark gold natural color. The legs are just so slow and droopy. Smell, I'm getting even a little bit of tropical in there. Banana, vanilla. Some sweet, like sugared plums or something. It's very sweet. I will say that. I mean, this stuff is incredibly sweet. Just candy. It just seems like it's getting sweeter and sweeter as I let it air out. You know, he gave it to me in this little vial here. So it's been cooped up for probably about a week. But this whiskey here is smelling really good. Almost some of that like suntan lotion. But it's just smelling real tropical. I got a real good whiff of the cigar mixed in with the whiskey just now. It's almost giving it a little peat, you know, just because of the cigar smoke that I'm breathing in. Alright, I'm going to wet my palate. This is some really special stuff. You really can't buy this. This is from one of his bottles he got in an auction. Cragganmore 29 years. Hogshead. Very hard to find Cragganmore out there. I mean, most of it goes to blends. I mean, they got a really awesome distillery. I think it's in the Speyside region. And they produce some really good spirits here. This is the standard release 12 year. And it's just, you know, it's really good. But, you know, they put the caramel in here, and it's not natural colored. It's chill filtered. So, they take a lot out of it. But most of the Cragganmore stock of distillate goes to blends, you know, so there's not a lot of Cragganmore out there right now. So you can get this standard 12 years old. It's got, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty, you know, for the price. But could be way better, in my opinion. And Cragganmore is one of those hit or miss type things. I mean, some whiskeys are gonna have a certain character. Like Jura, if you get private bottlings of Jura, some of them are really good. You're talking butterscotch, vanilla, just awesome, awesome notes. But they're very light in color. I just never really seen a dark Jura. So some distillates just don't change color a lot with age. But distillates like Bunnahabhain, my God, man, they really darken in the cask. It's very interesting. I guess Cragganmore is one that doesn't darken that much in the cask. So it's interesting to think about. I'm getting a lot of apples now. I'm just letting this think. 27 years means like 27 minutes in the glass. Now, obviously I'm not going to wait that long to take a sip, but you really got to leave an aged whiskey once you pour it into the glass. You just got to leave it for a few minutes at least, just to acclimate to the air, you know. Let it breathe a little bit. You know, that's what the whiskey connoisseurs say. I mean, I don't know shit about it, but seems like it works for me, because this whiskey opening up is picking up some really, like, more complex characteristics. Oh, wow. Liquid gold. It just coats the tongue in an array of beautiful flavors. And then immediately morphs into this waxy, awesome mouthfeel that tingles the tongue with citrus. Finishes a lot of grapefruit. There's a lemon sour coming out now in the finish. It's a little bourbony. I can taste that Hogshead. Oh, what a dynamic, amazing drink here. Wow, Cragganmore, 29 years, society bottle. My friend said, he said, just don't add any water. This one doesn't need it. Oh, real smell of vanilla, sweet sugar vanilla. It's getting real bourbony, the smell. Oh, wow. It waters the mouth. I mean, succulent, like your whole taste buds come alive and shoot out blasts of saliva to absorb more of the flavors of this cask and this distillate. It's absolutely delicious. The finish is, now it's sweet, and it morphs into this like sour, bitter, sour component of grapefruits, and then it goes back to like a more straight sour, lemony. It's long, it's nice. It has a great mouthfeel, this whiskey, which I think is important, you know. I mean, I like whiskeys that have a good mouthfeel. Like Clynelish is a perfect example of that. I love Clynelish because the mouthfeel is so tingly and just very active in my mouth. It's not one of those dead whiskeys where it has a lot of flavor, but it just tastes like a liquid in your mouth, you know. I'm after things that are waxy, you know, that are just gonna blast my palate with juices and stuff. I mean, those are the kinds of mouthfeels that I'm looking for. So this whiskey is really, really good. I'm really, really enjoying it. Now I'm going to compare it with just a standard release, 12 years old, Cragganmore. It has, you know, fake coloring in it and stuff. Oh wow, the smell is totally different on this one. It's kind of like a tropical guava fruit. It's very singular though. It's not as complex and difficult with varying flavors as this one did. This is way more simple, but good. A really nice smell. Fruity tropical smell, you know what I mean? Little vanilla starting to come out, but, you know. Let that open up for a few minutes, and I'm going to explain about this. Now, this here is an experiment that I'm doing. Now, this is a Hogshead non-age statement, which means it's a mix of things from the Hogshead distillery here in Japan. It's a mix of casks, probably between like 5 and 8 years old. You know, so it's a non-age statement. Hogshead. Now, the Hogshead that is age statement, I have a 12-year. It's fucking expensive as shit now. Man, you just can't find Japanese whiskeys anymore. They're like going out of... They're just out of stock, everybody. You know, you can't find them. So I found this motherfucker's Hogshead. It's a non-age statement. And the Hogshead that used the PX sherry cask. Oh my God, those now are so expensive. It's crazy. You're talking like $1,000 for a fucking sherry cask Hogshead age statement whiskey. It's ridiculous, the prices. I mean, man, oh man. That's just wild. So what I did was I took some pieces of oak. You know, I just sliced out some chunks of oak. They were like the size of this pencil. Because I got a lot of firewood. I got to burn a lot of oak downstairs. So I was like, well, I got some good oak right here. So I chopped it up with my hatchet. And I took out these chunks. And then I put them into this. Now this is a bottle of Pedro Jimenez wine. PX sherry wine. And I just put it in there for like 3 months, 4 months. And so I let that wood soak really good, that sherry. And it soaked so much that it sunk to the bottom. So it was totally absorbed all the way inside, right? So then I took those sherry oak pieces and I put them in this bottle of Hogshead. Non-age statement, and they're in there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're down there at the bottom, just sitting there. And they're wooden pieces that have been in sherry. So I'm going to sherry this fucker. This $1,000 bottle, which is going to cost $1,000, I'm going to make it myself, paying like 1/30th of the price. So those are the kinds of experiments you can do with whiskey, you know. You can make your own age, you know. I mean, you don't need to buy a cask. All you need to do is buy a bottle, get some wood, burn it up a little bit, and then drop it in the cask. I mean, in the bottle directly. And let it sit, let it marinate for a year or 2 or 5, however long you want to age it more. Take a sample out, check it out a little bit. That's all you need. You don't need a cask. You can do it bottle to bottle, you know. Just chop a little wood up, burn it, put it in some sherry, put it in some wine. You can make your own combos. Put it in some plum wine, put it in apple wine. I mean, you can do anything. Well, the Japanese whiskeys are pretty damn good when they're sherried, so I went ahead and chose to do it with a Hogshead. It's like, you know, $60. I mean, it used to be $40, but it's gone up. It's going up. You can't get it anymore. They're running out. Alright, let's get back to this Cragganmore 12 years old. I mean, smell hasn't really changed. It's kind of tropical, bananas, you know, vanilla. I get a little bit of like varnish. You know, slight little, you know, roughness is coming out of that 12 years. Yeah, real sweet, apples, caramel. Very simple, just, you know, just a very, very simple. It just flows right through, you know, it just, the arrival, you know, it goes right on through to the finish. Finish is a little bitter, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I don't know, I'd give it like an 80. Maybe a 79. It's a very just simple, standard whiskey. You know, it's good, it's alright. Very cheap. But this dude right here, oh my god, now it's getting like, the smell is just like some sugariness, you know, it's really, really wild. Yeah, I'm gonna wet my palate, clean my palate, and finish off this really good one here. This really, really awesome present from a friend of mine. Oh, wow. It's just way, way more impactful. Flavors are just bouncing all over the place. Apples, cherries, citrus, sweet wood, raisins. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. It's really, really good stuff. Sorry, you probably won't be able to get any, but this wasn't really about that. I'm not like recommending a whiskey to you right now. I'm just trying to say, like, this is some information about whiskey if you may be interested. And this is the first time I've ever done a whiskey review. But, you know, I like whiskey. It's pretty damn good stuff. The more you know about it, the more enjoyment you're going to have from it. That's the way I see it, you know what I mean? It's like, if I know more about cigars, how they're aged, how they're grown, how they're processed, where they come from, what's, you know, all that, man, I mean, I'm enjoying the shit out of this Coaba right now. It's absolutely delicious. So, well, anyways, I guess that's that. So, there's a lot of stuff you can do with whiskey. Like I said, you can make your own, you know, blends. You can make your own casks. I got a pretty nice little collection going on. I got some, got a whole nice variety of whiskeys. And I got some that are that are stocked up. I'm only going to open for special occasions. And I got some that are, you know, Japanese. And I got some really nice, I mean, check this out here. I mean, this is one of my favorite. I mean, this is a real beautiful tube. It's Bunnahabhain 15 years port pipe finished. I mean, I got another bottle of that I've been drinking off of. This is one I'm not going to drink it. You know, that Bunnahabhain is some awesome whiskey. And here's one of my favorites. This is a 1997 Kleinlich. Here. It's a Weymouth's malt. I mean, this is some Got a nice little collection of whiskey, you know, but don't want to drink too much. You want to take it slow, don't drink too much whiskey. I mean, it's really easy to start drinking too much. Especially with all the bullshit you gotta deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know, all these going to work every goddamn day, Monday through Friday, is enough to drive a motherfucker nuts. God damn, man, I can't imagine doing that shit Saturday and Sunday too. But some motherfuckers, they gotta do that. Go to work and deal with all these wacko motherfucking people. Shit, man. It's real damn easy to be like, fuck you. I've been working all fucking week. It's time for me to have a drink. You know? I can totally see that. But you gotta be careful. I mean, you just can't start drinking too much. Shit will really fuck your health up. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it, you know. So, anyways. Stay tuned. See how this goes. I might make another whiskey review sometime soon. I haven't been doing cigar reviews because, I mean, I've kind of reviewed all the cigars that I have, really. I mean, I don't really have anything else to review for you, but I'm aging all my cigars long term, so when they get some years on them, I'll go back and revisit things and see how they've changed, but it's only been a few years. A lot of those cigars were 1 year old or 2 years old when I got them. And now, you know, they're 3, 4 years old. So I'm going to give them a few more years because flavor's going to really amp up 5 to 7 year mark in a lot of these cigars. And that's when I'm going to smoke some, check them out, see how they go. And then, you know, I'm going to store some for even longer than that, so I guess I'll do some cigar reviews again in the future, but step by step kind of a deal, I guess. Alright, thanks for watching.